In today's video, I'm breaking down exactly how you guys can become a console demon, implementing some super advanced movement mechanics into your gameplay. In the last video, I actually went over 3 super beginner friendly, movement tips for you, those of you that are actually starting new on Warzone. So if you guys are trying to learn some, easier mechanics for movement, then I highly recommend you guys check out my other video. I have a link to the description and also a card on the top right of the screen. But for those of you guys that actually already know those things, if you guys are looking for something a little bit more advanced or even flashy, then I highly recommend you guys watch this video all the way through, because we go over a lot of topics on movement and how you guys can use different things in the game as your advantage. So with that being said, if you guys actually enjoyed the video and learned something new, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and post notifications so you guys don't miss any more videos like this on the channel. But without further ado, let's go straight into the tips. Alright guys, the first thing we're going to touch up on is bunny hopping, guys. Bunny hopping is super important in basically all close range gunfight scenarios. You guys probably see me do it all the time in my videos, and it's pretty easy, especially if you guys have a certain button layout. I actually have a bunch of settings videos on exactly what I use, so once again, if you guys are curious as to what those are, do check out the links in the description. But to successfully perform a bunny hop, all you want to do is when you actually enter a tactical sprint, and you guys would know this if your gun goes into the air, once you actually jump in ADS or aim down sights, you actually want to press X to jump. Now, keep in mind, this is not just spamming X. You do need to time this. You can't just spam X and miraculously just do a bunny hop. No, you actually have to time this. So this will take some time and practice to actually get the movement and the timing down. But once you guys have it down, it's pretty simple, and it basically works for any gun. Now, for those of you that actually don't know, I do play claw. I don't actually have any special button layout. So this actually allows me to press X while still being able to look around, which is really important for actually bunny hopping while tracking. But obviously you don't want to just bunny hop and shoot straight. You actually want to be able to look at your enemy while you're actually bunny hopping. So that's really important. If you guys do play in something like bumper jumper or bumper jumper tactical, that will allow you to actually be able to slide cancel while looking around or jump while looking around. But in my case, I didn't actually want to change my button layout, so I just learned how to play claw, and ever since then I was able to basically just use that instead of actually changing my button layout. Alright guys, now the next thing I actually want to talk about it's pretty simple. It's actually a very simple thing, and I actually probably should have included this on the beginner's guide, but this one is actually called snaking. This is basically how you actually use cover around you to apply movement to it to actually consistently break your enemy's aim assist and allow you to hit more shots. Now, what you guys see I'm actually doing right here when I'm actually behind this cover is I'm crouching while shooting, and the reason I'm actually doing this is because, like I said, the person that's actually shooting at you, every time you crouch behind that cover, their aim assist just snaps off of you. Basically, they can't actually see you anymore. Their aim assist is not going to help them anymore. So if they are a controller player, which in most cases they are, that's actually going to benefit you very greatly, especially if you can actually like peek it like that where your head is showing. If you ever have like a head glitch and you're doing this, you're basically unstoppable, because like I said, they're super powerful, and if you actually know how to use these covers in the game like this, then you can actually be a very big threat. Now, I'm not going to actually break this down too much because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just get behind cover, and as you're shooting, you just want to make sure you're crouching and not too consistently, but just in a unpredictable manner. That's going to make it better, because obviously they're not going to be able to predict whenever you peek your head and when you don't. And I've won so many fights from this, it's just crazy. I will, crouch and then stand back up, and the person is like no longer even shooting anywhere near me. You can see just how much people actually depend on their aim assist. And if the person you're going against does depend on aim assist a lot, chances are you're always going to win those fights, because you're always going to have the favor of being able to basically switch their aim assist on and off whenever you want to. That's basically how powerful it is. Whenever you crouch, you basically turn their aim assist off, and they have to basically readjust. And if they're over peaking, they're going to turn all the way off of your character's model. So basically you're just breaking their cameras, but in a more distant aim assist kind of a way. If that made any sense, let me know in the comment section below. But yeah, with it being said, that's basically snaking right there. If you guys actually want me to break that down more, let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, now for the next thing I actually want to talk about, these two subjects are kind of on the same plate, but both these actually have 2 different uses. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is using doors, guys. Doors are super broken in Warzone. I know that actually might sound crazy, but a lot of people don't actually use these to their advantages, and trust me, these can actually be some very dangerous weapons. Yes, just a couple of doors can be super dangerous, especially if you actually know what you're doing with them. But anyway, with that being said, let me show you guys exactly how you can use these to your advantage. All right, so a simple door like this is probably not as dangerous, not gonna lie. Double doors aren't gonna be as effective as single doors, only because, you know, if you stand on this side and someone busts through the door, you're not gonna really get hit. But just to give you guys an example of how this actually works, let's say someone was right here and they were shooting at you. Well, if you guys don't actually know, you guys can't close doors, and most doors actually aren't, you know, penetrable, so you can't actually shoot through them. They will actually catch the bullets, so you can actually use that as cover. And if you were to, let's say, have someone here and you actually close the door, then bust open in their face, they're actually gonna like fly to the side. They're gonna be in this corner somewhere facing the wall, and you're gonna be like all the way out here looking at them. So you can actually shoot them in their back for the split second that you have. Obviously, you know, eventually they're gonna turn around, probably start shooting at you, but by that point, you know, it's probably already too late. They're probably already dead or have taken so much damage to the point that they can't really, you know, make a comeback. So doors are super broken. If you actually use this door over here, this is a better example of how you guys can use doors, only because, you know, it's not a double door. These are a little bit easier to actually finesse people with, because there's only one door you have to, you know, focus on besides two doors. But like I said, if the door was open like this and someone was standing, or you knew someone was in there somewhere, for some reason people just get super desensitized whenever you close the door. I think they feel like you're not going to go through it, but when they see you just bust through the door like that, for some reason it just throws them off every single time. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, what, this doesn't work. Trust me, it works. I've killed so many people using this mechanic. It's crazy. I've killed so many people just like baiting them with doors. And do keep in mind, like, even if you were hurt, let's just say you want to eco shot someone after they hurt you a lot, let's say someone was there shooting at you, if you were to run through this door and close both doors, they're gonna probably think you're running away, right? So when you hear them get close to the door, if you were to bust out, they're gonna get pushed way over here. If they're like close to this, just keep in mind, guys, doors are actually animate objects in Modern Warfare, so if you busted the door, they will get pushed. They will. It happens to me all the time when people do it to me, and it will happen to others as well. They get pushed out the way. If you're all the way over here, let's just say, you know, you close the door and you made like a restart play by busting through and slide behind the car. Now they're facing the wall and you have cover, so once they do actually, you know, react and turn around, they actually have to hit your upper torso, or else they're not going to do any damage. So small things in the game you can actually use like that to basically out finesse any situation. I've won so many fights that I should not have won using simply just doors. So being a doorman for the hotel will definitely get you saved in a lot of situations, especially if the person does not expect it. All right, guys, so for the last tip of today's video, I want to go over hipfire guns, guys. Hipfire guns, and also using certain movement mechanics to use these to your advantage. Because guys, you guys probably don't know it, but just about any SMG you use can be really effective in hipfire if they're really close to you. This goes mainly for like close range situations. Obviously, if they're like somewhere around those barrels, you don't want to be trying to hipfire them from that far. That's just too far. But if they are like right around this door, you really don't want to ADS, and I'll be explaining to you guys why. So real quick, just as a quick nerdy explanation, you do get more aim assist when you are in, you know, just hip firing versus actually ADSing. If someone wants to run past you, if you guys probably already, you know, experienced this, but if someone wants to run past you, you will get dragged quite a bit. They will drag your aim, so it's really easy to track someone with your hip fire. On top of that, you also move really fast when you are in, you know, just holding your gun versus ADSing. As you guys can see, you don't move that fast when you're doing this, but as soon as you start to un-ADS, you do move pretty fast. If you guys have a fast strafe speed weapon like a PSH, then you can move insanely fast. And it makes it very hard for people to track you, especially when you're just hip firing versus ADSing. And that can lead to some really nasty movement combos. For example, let's just say someone was over there. If I was to actually, you know, hit a bunny hop, maybe just bunny hop and then drop shot, that right there would throw them off quite a bit. And obviously if they're closer, let's say around this box right here, hitting a bunny hop and then sliding back to the right would definitely help. And like I said, you can kind of just like use your hip fire to guide your aim assist and actually make your shots hit a lot more, because it's easier to center when you are, you know, not ADSing versus when you are ADSing, especially on targets because of aim assist. Now I don't know if this applies to keyboard and mouse, but it definitely applies to controller. But yeah, guys, that's basically all I have for you guys for the advanced movement guide. If you guys feel like I actually missed anything in today's video, let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully this video actually made you guys become an absolute demon at Warzone. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.